Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. How are you getting on, Nedum? You enjoying life here with us in real life?
Day two's okay.
In the flesh, day two's
okay.
One enthusiasm, one fight.
You know, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see how I really feel about you.
Wow. God. Wow. It's harsh, isn't it, Don?
No, it's fair. It's fair.
He's got you sussed already.
Jan is here as well. Jan, you've been in a show in Norway, which means you've hurt your back. What's happened?
No, not my back. There's this reality show with 6 sports people with their kids.
Right.
I got my kid back from Scotland. We were competing as mad, and after 3-4 days, I got this little problem in my thighs. Kept on sprinting. I never sprinted in my life. Even when I played, I didn't do that. So that I let me stretch. So after the extra time, now I'm going to do a big stretch to get off of my sofa here in my room. But it was fun.
So
it's very fun.
There's a Norwegian TV show that wants to you and your family doing sports against other families.
Exactly, sports people.
Wow.
So it's all sports people, handball, skiers, whatever.
Well, how'd you get on?
I can't tell you.
Surprise. You got to tune in, Stevie.
I've got news for you. We don't get Norwegian TV in Connecticut.
I thought the news, Stevie, you want to tell me you don't care. But thank you for doing that.
No,
that was
care.
motivation for me.
I know you're a lad.
I know. I know.
Lad. You're a good lad.
I know. Marcus.
What difference does that make to anything?
Well, that's why I was interested.
Right.
Let me tell you now. Wow. Him and his boy are not winning a sports race. There you go. They are.
Don, that was quite...
Well, it's not just,
I know, Jan.
It's not just going to be running. There's going to be other things.
Listen. I built on Hutchison up at Sheffield United. Hopeless passes from midfield, and I still managed to score. So he's just annoyed.
Right, let's get some questions going here. Questions for Don. Is Kai Havertz back to his best now? If yes, then how do you think he's going to perform next season?
Yes, and I think he'll be great next season.
Huh?
For a million reasons. Coming
Give
to England.
us 26.
Well, coming to England.
Just a couple fine.
You can't speak the language.
Two's fine.
No, you can't speak the language. You've got to deal with COVID. He had COVID. He struggled. He had loads of injuries. Going to a brand new club. He's had different managers to deal with. He'll be absolutely flying next season. Defensive
question, Nedum. What can Portugal do to counteract the speed and dynamism of younger opponents?
Oh, well done, Jan.
Thank you. Reading.
I think you can try and sort of figure out ways to not get good quality balls into them, but then also just don't try and have them in a foot race. You know, as I got older, I saw, when I was younger, I used to see some players, and they were older and they would never be beaten in a race because they never made it a race. But if you're going to allow yourself to do that and have a high line, then you're going to be punished, and ultimately that's what happens to them.
How does Enrique find such innovative ways to make Spain play so terribly, Jan?
Well, that was a good question, and I think when you discussed it, you didn't talk about them being an outsider to win it. I think they were over the 2 games. I think they've been terrible. I can't understand what Enrique is doing. When I see Spain, I don't see an identity. I don't see how they want to play the game. So I'm not sure what he's doing, Enrique. He doesn't do it well, at least.
Who's the favourite after 2 match days, Stevie?
Well, if I'm a manager or a coach, I still don't want to play against France.
Right.
Pretty simple.
So France are the favourites?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say Belgium or Italy. I think the Italians have, I think they've not lost in 28, 29 games.
Right.
So that's kind of just under the radar a little bit, and they're feeling confident, so I quite like them.
So Italy are the favourites over France, in your opinion?
Right now, yeah, because the French team, obviously they have all the talent, but there's just something about that Italy side where I think overall they're probably a bit more confident.
Oh. Yeah. Don?
I don't see Belgium. I don't see their back 3 being good enough. I would be with Stevie, France. You wouldn't want to play against them.
Yep.
No.
I would go for Italy, and I said that before the championship as well. I think that the balance in their team is fantastic. And after the 2 games, and then done nothing to disappoint me or anybody who supported them. And I think that Italy will even be ahead of France for me.
I'd like to see Bonucci and Chiellini up against Mbappe and Benzema, by the way.
Here's the thing, right? You can't disagree with anything the Nedum said, right?
Right.
But have you ever seen a team playing that well for 7 games in a trot? They're in the group, they've played 2, they've been fantastic, can't argue with that. Are they going to be able to keep that up for the whole tournament?
Sounds to me like you're saying England have got a chance. Based on what you just said then. Based on what you just said then, he's saying England have got a chance. That's what I heard.
Exactly, yeah. That's what it's about.
Slow burner, there you go.
How frustrating, Stevie, is it as an ex-professional to see how soft football has become and how easily rewarded minimal contact is in
Oh, it
today's...
drives me absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Listen, don't get me wrong. Some of the challenges that used to happen weren't right.
Okay.
You know, but it just was what it was. And the fact that they try and clean it up, I think is good. But unfortunately, it's gone way, way past just a hard challenge. You can't even put a hard challenge in now. Every single challenge, almost, is a free kick. Now, I'd have to say the referees, I think, in this tournament so far, have been great.
Right.
As far as people falling to the ground for no apparent reason, instead of giving free kicks, which we kind of see in every domestic league around the world, they've not been doing it. I hope it carries on after this is finished.
Right.
Because it's just wrong to do that, just to fall over.
So modern day gripes, I would say your top two are players hugging and kissing in the tunnel beforehand.
I'm not keen on that.
And referees being dramatic when they give a penalty after looking at the monitor. Which is the worst?
I'll tell you what, you've got to understand, right? When you're on the field as a player, and a referee is either giving you a yellow card or giving a penalty against you or whatever it may be, it's bad enough that they give the decision against you. But if they're giving a yellow and they come running up to you and look at you straight in the eye and go like that, take that, you. You want to grab them by the throat. And they seemed the other night.
Well done, Stevie.
I can't remember what game it was, but the referee went over to the monitor.
Yes.
Decided that it was a penalty.
Yeah, this is USA-Mexico, I think.
Was it?
Yeah.
And he sprinted at Usain Bolt speed with his hand like that, blowing his whistle.
Yeah, it was very
and
exciting.
nobody could catch him. Give yourself a shake.
Hello.
As a player, were you more motivated to play against your former club or against the rivals of your former club? So take QPR.
Yes.
Did you want to beat United more or City more?
Well, playing against City in general, you can be motivated all you want, but it's not really going to make much of a difference in terms of the result.
Right.
But I do have a lot of pent-up sort of hate for Man United, yeah.
Wow.
So I always enjoyed beating them. There's just something, if you're part of a system of a club coming up, it will be very hard for you to not understand those rivalries.
Right.
And that will stick with you. I think United are a good team. I think, they have their history and I think they'll be good again. But ultimately, if they lose in a final from now till forever, I'm quite happy with that. That's just the way that it is. So I enjoy playing against those, rivals of like United and stuff. But again, if I was at QPR, playing against United, playing against City, it tends to end one way more often than not.
When you played for Wednesdays?
also not like Liverpool.
What about when you played for Wednesday? Up against Liverpool or say against United?
Not even close. United?
Yeah, you wanted to beat United more than anyone. No wonder this show's so anti-Man United. Look at all this coming out.
Not even close.
One thing I saw when we were having the Super League, not the Super League talk, when United were protesting and stuff like that not too long ago, Gary Neville brought people together to say we should all come out and march and do whatever.
Right.
And then very quickly you realise that not many people care about Man United apart from Man United fans, because that march was essentially just themselves, and it was like, well, there you go, Gary. Now you've learnt your lesson.
What about you, Don? Did you try and perform better, like Newcastle?
I'm a little bit
team,
of both, but I understand the rivalry because me and Stevie played for Liverpool, and Liverpool hate Man United, and vice versa.
Right.
But it was always nice when you try to get one over your former club.
Okay.
I always thought you performed. I did anyway at a better level.
Right.
Something to prove.
So when you played against Liverpool, it was a little bit more.
Yeah, Liverpool, Everton, or when I played for Sunderland, being
didn't
a Newcastle
you score the winner
fan.
against? Oh no, you didn't. Did you score the winner against Liverpool?
You trying to wind me up?
He scored
I scored the winner for Everton.
Yeah, and it was given, and it's all fine.
No, it wasn't given.
Oh, no.
The referee, Graham Pole, blew as the ball went over the line.
Right.
Yards over the line, hit the back of the net, and he blew for full time.
Well, it was full time.
Evertonians
I've remembered
go ballistic over it.
Because he scored the winner for Scotland against his old nation, England. That one.
There's no nation there, Nedum.
It was more motivated. Jan, it looks odd to see players with their shirts tucked in these days. Would the guys still tuck their shirts in if they were playing? Do you think short socks will be the next trend? Goodness me, a lot of fashion there.
Jan was shirt out.
Jan, you were shirt out?
First, I was shirt out, point one. And point two, I'm so happy that these shirts, we didn't have them.
Oh.
I mean, they were so tight, aren't they? I mean, having said that, I liked when I scored the airplane celebration. But I understand people with the body of Cristiano Ronaldo that he wants to take off his shirt.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of passion into that, and there is a lot of things happening on the pitch now will never happen. And Steve, I just got a question for you, if I may. Oh. How do you like it when they swap shirt after first half?
Oh, honestly,
Triggered.
I'm not allowed to express myself quite as openly on television. Tell you what though, hey, Jan, I'd rather have a tight strip than a tight pair of shorts. Oh, you want to see the Bobby Dazzlers we used to wear?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, they didn't leave much to the imagination.
What? I'll tell you what.
I know.
That was
I've seen Paul Marriner's shorts. Unbelievably short. Crikey.
You needed somebody to help you get into them.
I don't know what that means. Shirt tucked in, like where would you stand on the old shirt?
I was a bit strange. As you
know
know. Yeah. So
Tell us something we don't know.
I was tucked in with a little bit hanging out on the right hand side. So half in, half out.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't want to be Rodri today with the shorts right up here as Rodri wears them.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be a Jan because the shirts that we wore back in the day were like that wide and that long.
Right.
So they would have covered.
Yeah.
So you literally tuck them in, tuck them in.
Almost hanging
No. So you tuck them in like you would with a shirt. So tuck your shirt in like that. Then just a little bit of tweaking and then a little bit of out.
But doesn't that make everything fall out?
No.
You had a technique down.
Better that than long or Rodri up here.
Stevie, I bet you put as much thought into tucking your shirt in.
Well, I couldn't even tell you. No. In the shorts.
Yeah.
All tucked in.
All tucked
in.
So the first year of my career, I took my shirt in and I looked like an absolute embarrassment because one thing about me is like I've got the legs of somebody who's 6'3" and the torso of someone that's 5'9".
Okay.
So it looked like my shorts were literally right up to here.
To your nipples.
So ultimately, I regret that time. And when we started taking the shirts out, it balanced me out.
There's got to be a picture of that.
Oh, there's got to be a picture of that.
Nipple high picture. Finally, one to Nedum and Don. Has Dan been a good tour guide or is he leaving you guys out to dry?
You've been very good.
We've had some fun, haven't we?
Had some great fun.
We have had some fun. Yeah.
Thanks for the invitation, boys. Thank you.
Well, you're in Norway doing your television show.
Doing sports races.
Exactly. You got to do it.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
No, they wouldn't let you in here anyway.
Dan, I'd give you a solid 8. I'll give you a solid 8 out of 10.
Well, that's because you need a lift home.
Exactly.
You can't say anything else.
Jill, hold on. Am I part of this question?
Apparently, yeah, but I haven't seen you.
So Dan Thomas texted me the other day saying, am I at the hotel? I said no. I said, all right, no worries. That's the contact I've had from you in the last 4 days.
Well, because I was walking the dog, and if you're in the hotel, I was going to come and say hello to you.
Zero. I give you 0.
Wow. I walked you to the car yesterday.
Yeah, you forgot that.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I give you 1. My bad.
There you are. Perfect. Come on, Bennett.
Is a hotel that close to your house?
Yeah, I can walk there. It's like 5 minutes away.
Could walk there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
That is it. That brings us to the end of today's show. We will be back tomorrow. It is the first round of the final round of matches of the group stages. Ooh. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.